conocedores de Marvel seguramente lo disfrutarán mucho. Y bueno, nos encontramos el día de hoy muy emocionados porque hicieron su debut como directores en Marvel con el éxito taquillero Capitán América, el Soldado del Invierno, y la película rompió récord inicial de un lanzamiento en abril, generando $95 millones en su primer fin de semana y más de 700 millones en todo el mundo. Y bueno, de ahí siguieron la película Civil War, también de Capitán América, y la pareja de hermanos está actualmente editando su esfuerzo como director de la cuarta entrega de la franquicia Avengers, que se lanzará el 6 de mayo del 2019. Pues es una gran persona, es un gran director. Él es de Cleveland, en Ohio, y tienen una parte muy cómica, ¿no? En el sentido de que en 1994 usaron tarjetas de crédito y préstamos estudiantiles para financiar Pieces, una comedia experimental sobre un trío de hermanos con tendencias criminales. Rodaron la película dentro y alrededor de Cleveland con la ayuda de numerosos amigos y familiares, y su apuesta valió la pena, ya que la película se proyectó en los festivales Slam Dance y American Film Institute, ganando Joe un premio al mejor actor por este último. Y bueno, un fuerte aplauso también para Joe Russo, por favor. Bueno, están diciendo que todavía no están listos. Pero bueno, les voy platicando un poquito de ellos para que vayamos entrando en calor. Bueno, ¿y qué les puedo decir de Mark Ruffalo? Mark Ruffalo ha sido nominado a múltiples premios de la Academia, Golden Globe, BAFTA, Emily. Mark Ruffalo, conocido para nosotros como Bruce Banner Hulk, es uno de los actores más solicitados de Hollywood, que se mueve con facilidad entre el escenario y la pantalla. El año pasado, Ruffalo retornó su papel de Bruce Banner en la película Thor Ragnarok y actuó en Broadway en The Price. Ruffalo también será productor ejecutivo y protagonizará una serie de 8 episodios en HBO que se llamará I Know This Much Is True. En 2014, Ruffalo recibió nominaciones al Premio de la Academia, Globo de Oro, Screen Actors, BAFTA, por su papel como el fallecido luchador olímpico David Schultz en el drama The Foxcatcher. Seguramente todos vieron esa película, ¿no? La película también recibió una nominación al Golden Globe por Mejor Movimiento, Imagen, Drama. También recibió un Screen Actors Guild Award, así como nominaciones al Golden Globe y al Emmy. Por su papel como activista de los derechos de los homosexuales, Need Weeks, en la película de HBO de Norman Hart, basada en la obra de Larry Kramer. Así que bueno, tiene muchas nominaciones, es un gran actor, y lo más importante también es que Ruffalo aboga por abordar el cambio climático y aumentar la energía renovable. En marzo de 2011 cofundó Water Defense para crear conciencia sobre el impacto de la extracción de energía en el agua y la salud pública. Ruffalo ha recibido el premio Global Green Millennium por liderazgo ambiental y el Mira Gandhi Giving Back Foundation. Fue nombrado People of Matter en 2011 y recibió el premio de Big Fish, The River Keeper, en 2013. Ruffalo ayudó a lanzar The Solutions Project en 2012 como parte de su misión de compartir ciencia, negocios y cultura que demuestra la viabilidad de las energías renovables. Entonces, pues es un actor, productor, director y aparte un gran ambientalista. Y todavía no está.
¿Qué paso yo,
Bueno, vamos a esperar un par de minutos. Welcome to Mexico, Mark. Thanks for being here. Bueno, vamos a hacer las preguntas y las respuestas. La primera pregunta que tenemos es de Esquire. Por favor, lo puedes hacer en inglés o español, como tú te sientas. Y nombre, medio y para quién es la pregunta, por favor.
Hello, I am Cecilia.
She speak in English. Hola, soy Cecilia de María de Campos, soy de Esquire, de la revista. Y esta es una pregunta para Joe.
Joe,
Como director de Avengers Infinity War, tuviste la oportunidad de trabajar con muchos superhéroes que tienen unas habilidades y superpoderes increíbles. Mi pregunta es, ¿quién dirías que es tu superhéroe en la vida real?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Could you tell us why?
¿Y nos cuentas por qué? Porque es un maravilloso hombre. Es una de las personas más éticas que yo conozco, por lo tanto es muy fácil trabajar con él, es lo máximo, sí lo es, definitivamente lo es, y no lo digo por decirlo. Ay, muchas gracias. Gracias, Victoria.
Bueno, la siguiente pregunta,
Next question.
Televisa, por favor.
Hola.
Televisa, please, over here.
Mark y
Mark,
Joe.
this is for Mark and Joe.
En este tiempo de
Mark,
conocer
along
a
this
Hulk,
time that you've met Hulk in terms of his personality, and you tell me which is the best moment of friendship or camaraderie Hulk has had with the Avengers. And Joe, the question for you, there's a lot of rumors between the fans that several Avengers will be dying in this one or the next one. What's the role of Hulk for the next one?
Yes. I
Bien,
guess that
pues
I think
yo creo
of course we shot
que claro que
Thor
filmamos
Ragnarok and,
Thor, Ragnarok,
Chris Hemsworth
y
and,
Chris
I
Hemsworth
had a
y yo
really great time making
tuvimos
it. So,
un momento
as far as
maravilloso haciéndolo.
camaraderie
En
goes,
cuanto a la camaradería,
and the Hulk, that's probably
y Hulk
the closest thing that Hulk's
probablemente
ever had to a friend.
es lo más cerca que ha tenido un amigo.
But wouldn't you say that Valkyrie was a good friend too?
Pero
Yeah,
¿qué no
and then
dijiste
Valkyrie,
que
of
también
course.
Valkyrie era
That's the girl.
muy buena
She's
amiga?
his real friend.
Not girlfriend, but
Valkyrie,
But
¿no es tu
girlfriend.
novia? Bueno,
Friend.
sí, es una amiga, pero no es la
Girl,
novia,
that's a
pero
friend.
la
Friend,
amiga,
that's a girl,
que es
is
una
also a
chica
friend.
y que también es mi amiga.
Right?
¿Cierto? Exacto.
He liked her. He likes her a lot more, I think, than he
Yo
does
creo
Thor.
que a él le gusta mucho más que a Thor,
Yeah.
pero bueno.
He loves all the Avengers now.
Él quiere muchísimo a todos los
Who he
Vengadores
hates
en
the
los
most
Avengers.
is
A
Bruce
quien
Banner.
odia más es a Bruce Banner.
That's true.
Es cierto.
It's the most complex part of the Hulk.
Es la
is
parte
that,
más
you
compleja
know,
de todo
he's a Jekyll and
porque
Hyde character.
es un personaje de
And,
Jekyll and
there's
Hyde, tipo Jekyll and Hyde, y
two personalities
tiene
inhabiting
dos
one
personalidades
body
en
that
un solo
create
cuerpo,
dislike each other, which
que
can
además
create
no se caen bien, entonces
problem.
esto
I
puede
think that's
crear
what's
un
so
problema.
interesting
Yo creo que es lo más
about that
interesante
character,
acerca de este
and I think,
personaje y
what Mark plays incredibly well.
Mark lo hace increíblemente bien en las películas, este conflicto
Between the sort of,
entre
you know, sweet-natured,
esta naturaleza
mild-mannered
dulce,
scientist
el científico
and this raging,
y este hombre lleno de ira, que es
as far
Hulk,
as- yeah, exactly.
igualito que yo.
As far as
Sí,
what,
dice,
his
y
role
ahora
is in
en
the
cuanto a
future,
su
you
rol en el
will have
futuro,
to
pues
find
tendrán que
out.
ver la película para
You
saberlo.
mentioned that, you know,
Ella
there's rumors
mencionó
of the character deaths. I mean, all I
que
can say
hay
is that Thanos
rumores,
is
yo lo
coming,
único que puedo decir
and
es
they're gonna be high stakes
que
because
están en
Thanos
alto
is,
riesgo porque
incredibly sociopathic.
es sociópata.
And intense.
Thanos
And he has a goal
es muy
that is,
intenso y
in
tiene una meta
conflict with what
que
the
va en
Avengers'
conflicto
goal is.
con la de los Avengers,
And
con la meta de los
somebody's gonna win,
Avengers, así
somebody's
que
gonna
alguien
lose.
tiene que ganar y alguien tiene que perder.
You know, I think that, you know,
Pero bueno,
you can't have true value to
no
something
puedes
without
tener
it.
dos cosas
And so I think
validadas
that look at
sin un final.
these movies
Así que al ver
as
estas
Marvel's
películas
great book for the
como
last 10 years,
hemos visto
that
en los
these
libros de
movies are the
Marvel en
final
los
chapters of
últimos
that book.
años,
And,
este sería el capítulo
you know,
final.
some intense things are gonna
Y
happen.
algunas cosas muy intensas sucederán.
La siguiente pregunta
Next
de
question
Sin Información y Más.
is from Information, Movies and More.
Welcome
She
to
speaks in
Mexico.
English.
Mi pregunta es
Now
para
she speaks in
Victoria.
Spanish. My
Victoria,
question
¿cómo
is
te
for
sientes
Victoria. How did you
después de
feel
más de
after
10 años
more than
de
10
haber
years
formado el
of
universo
having
Marvel,
formed
poder juntar
the
en esta
Marvel
película
Universe and putting
tantos
together so many superheroes in this film? And as an executive producer, which was the greatest challenge you had to face in the production of this film?
Para mí trabajar
To me,
en nuestro estudio es un
Working
privilegio.
in our studios
Es un
is
privilegio de tener la capacidad de tener historias que inspiran a los chicos y a las chicas. Y tener la capacidad no solamente local, ¿no? Pero global, de que nuestras películas, gracias a Dios, se ven en todas partes del mundo. Yo hace 12 años y medio que estoy en Marvel. Bueno, tardamos medio 2 años y medio hacer la primera. Pero todos los días que tengo que estar en 3 autopistas para llegar a Burbank, porque vivo lejos, me cuestiono, voy a la derecha es la playa, o voy a la izquierda y son mis 3 autopistas. Todas las mañanas voy a la izquierda y me meto en mis 3 autopistas para ir a trabajar. Para mí me parece que el mejor reto es tener el balance entre familia y trabajo, que me parece que es para todos, ¿no? Para todos nosotros que estamos fuera de casa mucho tiempo, porque estas películas tienen muchísimo esfuerzo de no solamente nuestro, ¿no? Ahora tenemos 3 representantes, pero en nuestras películas trabajaron 6.000 personas a nivel mundial. Entonces, tener que tener el balance, 12 horas es un día normal, 16 es un poquito más normal, y hay días como ayer que fueron 20 horas. Ese balance es difícil de tener trabajo, casa, pareja, hijos y otros sueños, pero es un privilegio. Y una cosa que le quiero decir a México en general, que les agradecemos, vengo en representación de nuestro estudio y de mis compañeros de estudio, Karen Feige y Lu Díaz-Posito, de muchísimas gracias, y por favor escríbanlo esto en la prensa, muchísimas gracias a la gente de México por tanto apoyo por tantos años, porque México es un territorio para nosotros gigante y una maravilla de tener la capacidad de constantemente nos están apoyando y constantemente queremos saber cómo se sienten y qué podemos hacer mejor. Así que muchísimas gracias.
Bravo.
La siguiente pregunta de tomatazos, por favor.
Oh no. First of all, I do want to thank you guys in Mexico. I love this country. I've spent a lot of time here over the years. I'm a surfer. I lived in Puerto Escondido for 3 months. And it's just a beautiful place. My family's Mexican. My sister-in-law is Mexican. And you're beautiful people. And I want to thank you for welcoming us into your country with so much grace and generosity, even though at this moment in time my country isn't doing the same for you. In the mythology of the Hulk, he uses anger to become the superhero. You know, what Marvel does so beautifully and Stan Lee has done so beautifully is to capture these mythological truisms. Our anger can open us up to our outrage, our anger can open us up to doing great things for people. Anger can be a positive motivating force. And so they were smart to realize that, you know, it also is destructive. And so Marvel was very clever to realize that the Hulk could be used for positive, but also for destructive. It could get out of control. And so anger just by itself isn't always the best way to approach something. But it's a powerful emotion, and when you couple that with outrage or injustice, it's very powerful. And for me, what makes me angry is injustice in the world, and so yes, I've used that anger to also fight for things that I think are bigger than me, for important things, for things that I feel like I could give back, some of the gifts that I've been given on this platform and my privilege. So yeah, I have used anger, but I also have found that it's also created an enormous amount of compassion in me, and I've gotten to see things that I never would have seen before, and met people I never would have met, and enriched my life in ways that if I hadn't been active and I hadn't been outraged and I hadn't gotten angry about issues, my life would be a lot smaller.
Sería mucho más pequeña,
mucho más insignificante. It's an interesting dichotomy that Marvel is struggling with, and I think it really taps into some deep part of our psyche that we relate to the Hulk and Banner so much, because all of us have lost control of our anger. I think most of us have.
Not today. They got here today.
Not
even though they have traffic, it's all good. But it is one of the things that we struggle with in our superhero world is that consistently we all have the capability of being good and bad, all of us. There's not one of us here that doesn't have that. It's really about the choice you make, and at times we make this choice or that choice. Bad is only in the eye of the beholder or the receiver. So it's a constant struggle when you tell the story of superheroes, that whether they're making a good choice or a bad choice. And that's what we struggle with, and we are all flawed. Our superheroes are flawed, and the beauty of Mark is that he does Mark Ruffalo, not Bruce Banner or the Hulk, is that he has taken matters into his own hand and tried to make a change, which is what I encourage all of us in staying in the kindness of spirit, and remember that we do love each other, and that's far better than anything else that is happening in this world.
Siguiente pregunta, la revista Glamour, por favor.
Hola, Elsa López, de la revista Glamour. Mi pregunta es para Victoria. Bueno, es muy diferente.
But also for the actors who love these characters.
Me parece que cada uno ha traído ideas de cómo poder llevar un personaje a otro nivel. Y en cierta manera, hay tanto que no les puedo decir. Estoy tratando de editar cosas en mi cabeza. Doesn't that happen to you? Like you start talking about...
You have to do a lot of thinking while you're
I'm thinking in two languages. I'm like, what the quiero contar tanto. El 27 de septiembre vuelvo y charlamos. Ahí tenemos que tener una cena todos juntos. Y podemos hablar de los detalles. Pero son todos personajes inmensamente ricos, de fuerza, de espíritu, de conflicto. Y eso ha sido lo más lindo de ver cómo crecen y cómo no. Y cómo se encuentran a veces en ciertas maneras que vuelven a hacer cosas que quizás no tendrían que haber hecho y las hacen. Y después las solucionan. Y eso es todo el código que tenemos.
Siguiente pregunta, el periódico El Heraldo.
Hola, hello, this is for Joe.
Poner de pie, por favor.
Will you please stand up? Yes, I'm standing
Mi pregunta es si hay algo tuyo.
Espera.
Wait a minute. And they're just speaking of a Mexican
Ahora sí.
TV show.
Mi pregunta es, Joy, si hay algo
My
tuyo
question is,
en
Joe,
algún
if there's
personaje,
anything in you,
que
in
sea,
any
bueno, hay algo tuyo que sea una
there's
característica de un
anything that is
personaje,
one
que
trait
sea muy
of
específico.
yours that you have in one character that could be very specific.
Joe, that's a good one.
Esa es una buena, Joe. She says that's a good question.
It's a very good
Sí,
question.
muy buena.
About that.
Y bueno, me voy a
I
divertir con esto.
don't know the
Mira,
cop-out
no sé
answer, but I guess
cómo contestar, pero
as a filmmaker, you can't. You can only do your best work when you're emotionally attached to the material or affected by the material. I grew up collecting comic books. I still have my collection in my closet. Has a lot of books, and I was a Marvel collector, so I love these characters in particular. And I think that's what attracted me to Marvel was the characters. I think you see a little bit of yourself in all of them, because they're all very human, and they're flawed. I think it makes them interesting. That's why we love working on these movies, not only because of the family atmosphere that we all feel with my brother and I feel with everyone we work with Marvel and with all the cast, but because there is a little piece of us in each of those characters. And I also think that you can say things that are interesting and relevant to the state of the world today, using a very large format, like a Marvel film. And thematics are very important to us. They're very important to us in Winter Soldier. It was a movie about the dangers of the surveillance state. And 2 years later, we're getting smacked in the face with that. Civil War is about divorce and family. And these films are about what does it cost to be a hero in a complicated world. I don't want to say much more about them, but I will say it's a very good question, and I think that we connect up to all of the characters. That's why we love making films.
I think you're a lot of tap with a little bit of rocket.
A little racket in there. I'll take that.
Not the furry part, but the elaborate part.
I'll take the Cap, even though Cap was one of my least favorite characters growing up.
No, it's
I
the
thought he was
integrity
square.
of Cap.
de Capitán, yo pienso. Pues muchas gracias, Victoria.
Siguiente pregunta, la revista
And
Estilo.
you are Captain Marvel.
Y tú eres el Capitán Marvel.
I go binary right now!
Muy bien, me encantó.
Just wait.
You will know what that is. It's coming. It's coming.
Just wait. I think
Estilo
you have a lot
de
of Tony Stark in you too.
Tony Stark, you think?
What elements of
He
Tony
loves
Stark?
all the tech stuff.
Yeah. I do love the tech.
La tecnología, toda la parte de tecnología, sí, eso sí
So
es
this
cierto.
it's a little bit of everybody.
¿Ves? Sí tenemos un poquito de todos.
Estilo de F, por favor.
Buenos días.
Estilo de Face Outlet.
Rodrigo Araiza, la revista Estilo de F. Mi pregunta es para
My
Mark.
question is for Mark.
Hemos conocido distintas facetas de Bruce Banner y de Hulk a través de las películas de Marvel. Incluso en lo digital, en las últimas películas, Hulk tiene más rasgos de su rostro. ¿Cómo ha sido el desarrollo? ¿Cómo lo has sentido? ¿Y qué tanto te has involucrado tanto en la parte actoral como en la digital para los personajes de Bruce Banner y Hulk?
So the technology over the years has really come a long way from when we did the first Avengers. It was very rudimentary. We had to separate the face acting for the Hulk. We had to separate. We shot all the face acting. I was basically in a vice. I couldn't move my body, and we could just shoot the face of the Hulk. And then we shot all of the motion capture, my body, and we had to do it separately. And that was difficult. I was usually by myself. I couldn't act with other actors. And then over the course of time, the technology's gotten to the point where I can move as freely as I want on set, even to the point now where it used to be I could only shoot the Hulk stuff in a green screen room. Maybe sometimes with another actor, mostly by myself. And then on the last two films, I've actually gotten to sit and act with actors as the Hulk. And that's become more and more nuanced, the ability to capture an actor's performance and then really see that through the animation and have the animation just sitting on that like makeup has exponentially become more and more refined over time. And so now, it's really like very thin, the space between an actor's performance and the animation. So in Ragnarok, there's a lot of idiosyncratic facial things and movements that are captured that make it to the screen now. And it's a much deeper collaboration with the animators than I think in the past, where it was really more segregated. I think it's really exciting. And actors no longer limited by their looks or the way their body is. Now whatever we can imagine, an actor can play. And so that's an exciting moment for cinema. It is very alienating though to be in the suit and to have all the technology on you. Sometimes the other actors, I think they don't know what to do with you. I'm wearing a head cam and a helmet, and I've got a backpack with a little ball over my head, and they've got to act to that, and I've got to act to their belt buckle, and sometimes I walk on the set and the other actors run away from me because they don't want to act to a tennis ball, sometimes. But it's just getting more and more refined, and I think it's very exciting. It's a whole other way of acting that I've had to learn how to do. But I think the fact that the Hulk really does look and feel like Banner has been a big leap in that character from maybe the first Hulk movie to now.
And one of the things that we've been doing, I've been living with Hulk for so long now, is that every time we do a take and we look at the animation and it doesn't feel right, we go, what did Mark do? What did Mark do on the day? So I see the animation, but show me what he did, or what he did on the day. And so sometimes we just, with the directors, we look at it and we go, well, he didn't do that with you. He just went this way. And Mark has a very specific way of talking. I can talk at length of how you talk and what you know. And it Well, no, but it's very specific, and we brought that into the Hulk. That's very much who this mixture of Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk is. So we in the last in Thor Ragnarok, we brought a little bit of white hair on the sides because we thought it was time. It was time. It looked good.
Now you have to bring a lot.
No. But Mark has been a delight and has been such a breath of fresh air in playing this character. It is really hard when you sort of limit their bodies and you limit, and also we torture him in these motion capture suits, which are not really a fancy way of saying bad pajamas sometimes. And it's quite vulnerable, and he gets out there and he does it, and with the grace and the joy.
Now I have a loincloth though.
Yes, we give him a bit of a skirt. We give him a skirt, so it's
a modesty.
We're gonna make it very chic this thing. I'm thinking of coming to the premiere in my motion capture suit. I think that'd be very cool.
You have to ask questions to the tennis ball.
Muy bien. La revista Hola, por favor.
Gracias, Hugo, Victoria, Mark, Joe. It's an honor to have you here in our country. Mi pregunta es para Victoria. ¿Está en los planes de Marvel quizá crear un personaje protagónico latino y también quizá una película en español? Lo digo porque el último reporte del Motion Pictures Association of America publicó que los latinos es la minoría que más va al cine, ¿no? en Estados Unidos. Entonces quizá es una posibilidad. And Mark, I would also like to ask you, why did you quit on social media?
Te explico. Los planes no te los puedo contar. Pero estamos dedicados a tener que la audiencia que tenemos como cineastas refleje en nuestros personajes. De eso te digo que personalmente estoy dedicada todos los días, 20 horas por día. El tiempo nos va a dar la oportunidad. En español no lo sé, pero si alguien está planeando eso, me lo tiene que comentar a mí. Decirle a la gente de Motion Picture que vengan y me cuente, porque no me lo cuento a nadie, eso no sabía que eso era parte. Pero constantemente estamos tratando de diversificar, de incluir y de tener el reflejo de lo que es el mundo en nuestros personajes, constantemente.
Bravo.
Why did you quit social media?
Why did I quit social media?
¿Por qué renunciaste a las redes sociales?
Honestly, I was finding myself really being consumed by it. And the tenor, the nature of what was happening there was starting to feel a little toxic to me. And the antithesis of what I felt like we need right now in my country, maybe in the world. There's a meanness that has been engendered there that I don't think is particularly healthy for us right now. But beyond that, I just wanted to focus on some other things. My family predominantly. And some other projects that I've been interested in working on, and a little bit myself for a moment. So I'm a radical on sabbatical. But yeah, I needed a little bit of a breather, a break from it.
Will you come back to them?
Probably. in a way that works better for me. Gracias. I miss you too. Thank you.
Bueno, tenemos un par de preguntas más. Sensacine, por favor.
Hello, Mark, Victoria, Joe. It's an honor to have you here. I have my Hulk.
I see that.
You're hulked up. Yeah.
I want to thank all the Hulks.
Yeah, beautiful.
What's amazing, it's all women wearing Hulks.
What have I been saying?
That's pretty amazing, except for that little boy right there in the puffy Hulk jacket.
Hulk has a lot of glamour too.
I agree.
Well, my question is, I think it was 2012 when you surprised us appearing for the first time as Hulk. Since then, well, you have grown up a lot, as you said, with the technology. But recently, the MCU just got 10 years old. So you, as an actor who is part of this universe, a very important part of this universe, which is the biggest lesson that this character, Hulk, and the way of making these awesome movies has provided to your personal life? And also, if you could be Hulk in real life, would you, who would you like to smash?
We know!
The Abomination. The big orange abomination. I'm kind of a loner by nature. You know, as an actor, you're coming up, you're struggling, it's very competitive, it's a very lonely experience, you know, even when you do get a job, you're only on that job for X amount of time and then you're off again and you're looking for another job. And it's a very solo journey. And so you learn to be a survivor as a loner, you know, you learn to not have to count on people, or you learn how to have to take care of yourself and so on and so forth. And that has its own merits. There's good things that come with that, self-determination and learning to fight for yourself and all those things. But it's also lonely. But what I've gotten to experience from, and I've learned from the Marvel world is family and friendship and continuity and being open to a collaborative experience and knowing that there's people there that are always with you and always on your side. And it's a second kind of family. And that's been very, you know, now we're 10 years old and we're all getting old and maybe or maybe not, some of us might be leaving. And so I might be leaving. And so I'm reflecting on what a beautiful journey it's been with these folks. I've seen people get married and divorced. I've seen babies grow up. I've seen people, you know, do amazing accomplishments and have other amazing parts of their career open up to them. And so I've learned a lot about the community from my Marvel experience. Yeah. Con gusto.
Tenemos una última pregunta de la revista Veintitantos, por favor.
Hi Mark, Victoria has been speaking about it, but for you, do you think Avengers can inspire young audiences to team up, overcome differences, and achieve great things, like make a better world?
That's a great question. There's one thing that I think the Marvel Universe does really beautifully is every single time they all have to come together. Whenever they try to do it on their own, it goes terribly wrong. And they're always constantly forced to have to sublimate their egos and they always have to learn to work together. And they always have to, you know, when you go into Civil War or something, you know, you see what division does and how toxic it could be. And now we're coming out of that. What they're constantly forced to do is work together and find their commonality. And that's based on a goal about what it is to be decent in the world, what a decent world looks like. And somewhere inside of all of them, they have that. No matter how horrible their pasts are, how complicated they are, how tragic they are, unless they're the bad guys, unless they're Thanos, which has absolutely abject sense of decency. That's how the Marvel Universe works, and what we're seeing is the manifestation of that growing. We're growing as a culture. You know, we're like really facing things like racism and privilege, and the Marvel Universe is facing that along with us. And what's, I think, really incredible about the Marvel Universe is it somehow is reflecting the moment of time that we're always in some way or another. And so now you have this incredible thing like Black Panther becoming this huge sensation at this very moment in time where we're having this discussion about race, you know? And now that is included in this overall universe of Marvel. And I think that's a seed that was planted by Stan Lee's inception of Marvel. It was always part of the genetic makeup of Marvel, and now it's growing. We're learning, we're growing, we're becoming more aware. And as filmmakers, as a studio, as actors, as people, we're becoming more aware. And I think that inclusiveness, that idea of all different kinds of people working together towards some common thing is inherent in the DNA of this universe. And so I think it's appealing to many, many people.
The beauty is in our differences. One of the beauty of working with Joe and Anthony is they're incredibly different brothers. They're 100% the yin and yang. But the collaboration of the two of them makes the whole.
It's amazing.
It's remarkable. I mean, they couldn't be two more different people. And the same with Luke, Kevin, and I. We've been together for 12 years, 12 and a half years. Very different people. The beauty is in our differences. And if you want to write something by inspiring people, whether it's the young or the old, here or anywhere in the world, the beauty is in our differences. That's what keeps us together. We need to learn from each other and work together instead of fight about it. Because we can all learn from each other. At any point in time, there's nothing that I haven't learned from all of the people that are like me or unlike me. I've learned most from people that are not like me. That is really what social media, if it should be there, should continue to say to folks. Social media continues to try to get people against each other. Where really, we all want to have a decent life, we all want to have some happiness, we all want to travel to some beach at some point and watch a sunset. We are very similar. Maybe the approach of how we do it is different. And that's what we try to reflect with our superheroes. The constant balance of our differences and collaboration.
Here.
Well, very well said.
Y ahora les voy a cantar. No.
Bueno,
Let's
pues,
go to the beach.
Let's go, baby.
A toda la prensa quiero agradecer a nombre de The Walt Disney Company México su apoyo, su participación, el que estén el día de hoy con nosotros. Thank you very much for being here. Creo que ha sido una de las conferencias más bonitas que hemos tenido.
Usted canta, yo le pongo la final. Qué triste que es decir adiós, y esta nuestra simple despedida. Estamos con una canción, vamos, con una canción, vamos. Adiós, adiós, qué triste que es decir adiós. Siempre canto, hay que cantar en la vida, vamos, es un privilegio, gracias.
Bueno,
Gracias por levantarse temprano.
y por último vamos a tomar la